Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to unlock the power of your local SEO, how to optimize your gym's local search and attract more customers. If you're watching this, it's likely because you're interested in learning more about how Google local search can benefit your local gym. You may also be struggling to attract new members and are looking for ways to increase visibility and reach more of your target audience. And it's possible that you are aware of the importance of local SEO and are looking for specific strategies and services on how to improve your online visibility and traffic. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Will Hurst. I own a company called Big Little Gyms. We have over 400 gym owners. We work with in every major market across the globe, and we've been doing this for the last 4 years. I've owned 2 gyms myself for the last decade, as well as several other local, small and medium-sized businesses, and have had a good amount of success with them. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to optimize your gym's Google Map Pack listing and increase visibility and attract new customers. I'm going to cover the importance of local SEO and how the Google Map Pack can help your gym stand out from the competition. And I will provide some tips and strategies to ensure your listing is accurate and up to date, as well as encourage customer reviews to boost your visibility in the Map Pack. Okay? And just so you know where this video is going really quickly, I'm just going to show you what we're going to talk about. We're going to go over the benefits of being top ranked in Google local search. We're going to cover why local organic search traffic is generally considered better than social media content. I'm going to show you guys some case studies and proof of why this works, so that way you don't just think it's me making stuff up or just repeating some stuff on the internet. I'm going to show you how to implement this for yourself. And at the end here, we're going to conclude and summarize all of it, so that way you can take this concept and apply it for yourself. Okay? So, why this is beneficial and why it's beneficial to be top ranked in Google local search, right? Local search reaches individuals who are actively searching for products and services related to your business by displaying relevant search results based on a user's location and search query, right? So these are people that are actively searching for you. These are, like when you run an ad on social media, and we'll talk more about this, but you're interrupting someone scrolling, right? Like they're on Facebook looking at the pictures of dogs, babies, and cats and looking to be entertained. They're not looking to get pitched an ad for a gym, right? Now, does that still work? It absolutely does, because there are people that is what they've been looking for, and they're seeing that ad because it's what they've been looking for. Now, most people who are seeing it aren't, right? So the conversion rate is very, very low, and the quality of the lead is very, very low coming off platforms like social media, whereas people that are locally searching are actively searching for you, right? And the reason why it makes sense to be top ranked is because people who tend to click, people are lazy, right? So people tend to click on the top results when searching for something online. They're not going to scroll down, right? Like it's called above the fold. So like, the page you're looking at right now, everything you see is called above the fold. So when the page loads, most people, like it might sound like it's not a lot of heavy lifting, but most people find it a lot of heavy lifting to just scroll down, right? Like they want to see it right there on that first page load. And those businesses that show up at the top 3 or 4 above the fold, that's what most people are going to click on. So if your business is not landing there in the search results, that's probably why you're not getting any traffic, is because people don't scroll down, right? Studies show the majority of clicks and traffic go to the top few search results, right? I'm going to give you some more statistics on this in a minute to back this up, because going into the logic of it is important, so you guys can see why you need to focus on this. And this is why it's really important for businesses to appear at the top of search results, especially for local search results like the Google Map Pack, which is something new Google's been doing over the last 2 years, right? Right about 2020 or so. I don't want to date this video too much, but right around 2020 or so, Google started putting the Google Map Pack at the top of the search. And what that is that's essentially like, when someone's searching on their phone and they type in something, it's going to show a map, and it's going to show the top 3 or 4 ranked businesses, and then everybody else is going to have to make an extra click to see everybody else. If you show up in that top 3 or 4 businesses, you're going to get enough clicks, and I'll show you some case studies here. You're going to get enough clicks and results to where, like, your gym, if your goal is to run a 150 or 200 member CrossFit gym, for example, you're going to have enough traffic to support that growth rate in a relatively short amount of time just from those search results. And I'll show you how. Okay. Now, it's a little bit of data here. So local search marketing is the most effective way to reach local customers. 90% of local customers search for local businesses online. This comes from Bright Local, who's a big organic search marketing company. So 97% of people are going to do a search online for what they're looking for, right? And examples of this, we all do it, right? So just like, what do we do when we want something? When we're looking for a service-based business, a local service-based business, we largely are just going to go on Google and type in what it is. If a person looking for a plumber to fix the leak in their house is going to use the internet to search plumber near me or best plumber in my city. A person looking for a new hairstyle or a salon is going to go and if they want to find a good salon, they're going to use the internet to search for hair salons near me and best hair salons in city. A person who's looking for a lawn care service to do their landscaping is going to use the internet to search for lawn care services or landscaping near me or best lawn care services or landscaping in my city, right? And it's no different from a gym, right? So a little bit of our personal anecdotal data is that 80% or more of the traffic that we're getting for the over 400 gyms that we work with is coming from organic searches just like this. Them typing in things like gym near me and best city near me. And what people do is when that page loads, they choose from the top 1 or 2 or 3, right? They're not going to go and sift through the weeds of like the 10th and 20th ranked gym. They're not even going to give you the time of day. And if when they see you, if there's not relevance and reputation there, they're just going to click the next gym, right? More data. Inbound marketing generates 54% more leads than traditional outbound marketing, right? So inbound marketing is people looking for you, coming to you, people that are being pulled in, looking for what you're selling, versus like outbound marketing is pushing stuff out in front of them, right? So you get 54%. It means for every lead you get from outbound marketing, you're going to get 1.5 leads using inbound marketing. 60% of people prefer to learn about new products and services through discovery rather than being interrupted with push advertising methods, right? So they'd rather search for it and find it. That triggers that little dopamine thing in their brain, that little discovery thing in their brain that goes off when they find what they're looking for, and they feel good about it. And for that reason, those leads convert at a much, much higher rate. So I owned 2 gyms, 2 CrossFit gyms, and we grew to over 350 members with our second gym. Our first gym, we grew to over 200 members, and we did paid methods. We did all the different types of marketing, and we found the leads that converted the best, that came in the warmest, that were almost always going to just sign up when they came in, or people that came off of local search, right? And so our goal was always just to get more of those people, you know what I mean? And we also did the other things too, but we knew that like the leads coming off of like Facebook ads, we knew we were going to talk to 7 people before we closed one. We knew that half of them that showed up weren't going to buy because they didn't know what they were getting into, right? Versus like local search through discovery, those people come in red hot. Companies that invest in inbound marketing, like Google local search, see a 45% increase in website traffic. This is through a big company called HubSpot, who has been in the marketing game a long time. Inbound leads have this is globally across all industries, which is much higher for gyms, actually. I'll give you the numbers on gyms. But inbound leads have a 14.6% close rate, while outbound leads have a 1.7% close rate. So the close rate is almost 8 times better with inbound leads coming off of local search versus running things like social media interruption style ads, right? And this also comes from HubSpot as well, a company that's, a $1 billion marketing company. So another reason why this works, organic search drives 51% of all website traffic. So more than half of the people that are on the internet right now are using it to find what they're looking for, just doing organic search, right? The other half is a combination of everything else, every other social media platform, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Google, or not Google, YouTube. Combine all those other things, and that's the other half of traffic going to websites. The other half, more than half of it is from organic search. Organic marketing, like local search, generates 3 times better lead quality scoring compared to outbound marketing, also from HubSpot. So these statistics here demonstrate that inbound marketing through Google local search is now more effective than outbound marketing, such as interruption advertising. There was a time about, I would say, 2017, 2018, when social media was really just, it was coming up, and it was cheap for the ad spend, and the people on the platforms were really trusting of the platforms. And so you could spend, for every dollar you would spend on Facebook ads back in like 2017, 2018, you would get like $20 back in new business. That's now to where maybe you can only get $2 or $3 back for every dollar you're spending on business. And it's a lot of work to get that money. Follow up on those leads. It's really sifting through a lot of cold and ice cold leads to find the few warm and hot ones, right? It's still worth doing because there's an ROI there, but this is the low-hanging fruit, right? And so, these statistics demonstrate that Google search is more effective than outbound marketing, such as interruption advertising and generating leads and converting leads into customers. Inbound marketing is more effective and has a higher rate of lead conversion. It also drives more website traffic and provides more chances to create long-term relationships with clients. Okay. Now, why this is better going further than other forms of traffic, right? Long-term results. So local organic search traffic tends to have more long-term results than paid social media ads, which have a typically shorter shelf life, right? So we've run millions of dollars in ads on like almost every platform, including like Facebook, and they work, but like the shelf life of the ad, like you have to go in there and audit the ad like every 3 or 4 days to keep it running well. By the time you hit 2-3 weeks, the ad cost rises and the quality of the leads really start to dip off. So it's like, you're having to run, you're getting 2 or 3 weeks out of a good Facebook ad campaign versus, and you're having to like start from scratch every time, right? Versus like organic search, it's like you can do with what I'm going to give you here. You could, our checklist, you could spend an hour or two doing some of these things that are going to improve the presence of your business for the next couple of years, right? This is front-loaded work that has a long shelf life because Google only revamps its algorithm like a couple times a year. And they're generally like very, very small adjustments. It's very rare that Google does a big overhaul of their algorithm where it changes everything. So most of the things that you can do to improve this have long-term benefits and keep working for you versus you having to keep putting effort into them for them to keep working like you would have to do with ads, right? It's cost-effective. Organic search is a cost-effective way to generate leads and drive website traffic. For the most part, it's free, right? It's free. Now, here's the thing about organic search. A con to this and transparency is that it's not immediate, right? When you run Facebook ads, you start getting leads almost right away. With Google, there's a little bit of delayed gratification, but once that starts to get that lift stays there for a long, long time, right? So if you make improvements to this stuff, it might take weeks or even months sometimes to see the lift, but once it happens, it holds for a long, long time, right? With organic search, it requires ongoing effort to improve your website's SEO, but once it's done, it can continue generating leads without ongoing cost of paid ads, right? Our gyms that are having the most success, like they're getting leads every day from Google local search because people are searching every day and the website keeps converting those leads. And if the season ticks up, they just get more leads, right? Targeting. Organic search traffic can be more targeted than paid social marketing because it is driven by users searching for specific keywords related to your business. When you run ads on social media or do content on social media, it's just going out to everybody, whether or not they're interested, right? When someone finds you on a Google search, they are literally typing in what you are selling. These people are looking for what you're selling. I can't think of a better place to show up, than in a room full of people that have their wallets out ready to give me money for what I am selling. That would be the best place to be versus walking into a random room, the town square, and being like, who wants to buy my stuff? Our stuff is the best, blah, 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 and trying to convince all these people that aren't interested, right? I'd rather be in the room where the people already have their wallets out and are just looking for me already, right? Trust and credibility. Local organic search traffic can help build trust and credibility with potential customers. When a business appears at the top of search engine results, it is seen as more authoritative and trustworthy than if it is seen in an ad. And I'll go to add with this that if you're running ads, the first thing people tend to do, because we've run a lot of ads, we found that the organic traffic goes up because people see you on the internet and then they go and Google search you and they see your stuff. And then we start to see the organic traffic go up alongside the paid ads. The paid ads run better when you have better organic search traffic, right? People are very skeptical of when they see an ad on the internet and then they can't find anything else about you anywhere, right? Or they see that you're like bottom ranked in your market because you didn't do this work. It doesn't give them a lot of confidence and trust or credibility, right? And then last, branding. Organic search traffic also helps with branding. It allows your business to be seen by more people more often. So the word starts to circulate, right? This can help to increase brand awareness and familiarity. Overall, local search traffic can be more sustainable and a more cost-effective way to attract new customers and drive website traffic compared to social media ads and other forms of advertising, okay? All right. So what are the 4 things that Google looks at the most in deciding who it is going to rank first in the Google Map Pack? These things are not in any specific order because no one knows for sure, right? All we have is a feedback loop. No, Google doesn't publish its algorithm anywhere. All you have is the information that experts provide based on experience, right? We have over 400 gyms we work with that we're doing this with all the time. So we have a lot of experience. So I can speak to the feedback loop and what we've seen work and not work pretty precisely, right? So relevance, proximity, prominence, and history, right? So relevance is Google wants to show the most relevant results to the user's search query first. This means that your business should have a complete and accurate Google My Business listing with relevant keywords and information that matches the user's search, right? Google's not going to show, you know what I mean? If they're searching CrossFit, for example, and your business is not CrossFit gym, you have it branded as something else, then you're not going to show up in those searches, right? Like if you do CrossFit and people search CrossFit, then it makes sense for CrossFit to be in the branding, the description, all over the Google business listing in the services that you offer. That way you show up as relevant, right? And also demonstrating authority in that too, right? They want to see, Google looks at authority very, very important. So on your website, for example, like the website shouldn't be about why you're the best. The website should demonstrate authority, how you know the customer's problem the best, how you offer a solution to that problem, why your solution logically makes sense, and then also answering all the common questions people are going to search locally around that thing. When they see that, they see relevance, they rank you better, right? Proximity. Google obviously wants to show the most convenient and closest results to the user's location. This means that if your gym is located closer to a user, it will have a higher chance of appearing in your map pack. Now, based on your location, there may or may not be anything you can do about this, right? So that's why location in business is very, very important. If there's 4 gyms in between you and the main suburb where everybody who are your customers are coming from, then that's going to be that's going to set you back. Now, here's the interesting thing, a little anecdote here that worked for me. My gym, my second gym that we grew to 350 members for a CrossFit gym, which is huge for a CrossFit gym. We were twice the size of any other gym in the area. And as far as growth, we were not well located. We were like down a road where there was construction businesses, strip clubs, a couple of headquarters for a couple of big businesses. It was like a business district. It was not a area where people lived. And there were several other gyms between us and where people lived, especially the area that we marketed to the most, that had our demographics, was on the other side of like 10 other gyms. But people would come to us because of this next part here, the prominence, right? So you can outweigh proximity with prominence, right? So Google wants to show the most prominent, reputable businesses in the map pack first. This means that businesses with more positive reviews and a higher overall rating will have a higher chance of appearing first. So Google will actually rank you better ahead of someone closer in proximity sometimes if your prominence is stronger, right? Because Google knows that like just because someone's close, it doesn't necessarily mean they're the best, right? Google wants to show the best results because you have to think about what's good for Google is what's good for you, because the only thing that will ever put Google out of business is if something else eventually gives better search results, right? So if Google has the best search results first, then they're going to stay in business for a long, long time because people will just continue to use them. As soon as they start showing lesser reputable businesses, they're going to fall behind, right? So like you have to give Google information that you are the best option. How do you do that? Well, you get your customers to give you reviews. You have a Q&A section and you're answering those questions. You're building all these things so it serves Google. And when I do that, they show you first because Google's like, hey, thanks for making our job easy. We're going to show you first because the other gym didn't do that, right? Search history, or history, not search history, but just history. Google values businesses that have been around longer. This holds a ton of weight, right? And this might not be something you can do anything about if you're a new gym. It takes time. But again, if you have very good prominence and very good relevance, you can outrank proximity and history. And Google does it all the time, where it'll rank businesses with more prominent listings and more relevant listings over history. But if all things are the same and everybody's trying equally as hard, the business that's been around longer, Google's going to show first, right? This includes, in your history, having a consistent name, address, phone number, and website across different platforms. So it's called like NAP, for example, name, address, phone. That stuff needs to match everywhere on the internet. And Google's looking at all these places. If it doesn't match everywhere, including on your website, then they dock you points. They don't rank you as well, right? So you need to make sure your history on all these platforms is consistent, right? So Google uses this proprietary algorithm that's some combination of these things to determine relevance, proximity, prominence, and history of your business. And it regularly updates its algorithm to improve the search results. By ensuring your business has a complete and accurate listing, and encourages customers to leave positive reviews, you can improve the chances of ranking at the top of the Google Map pack. Okay? Now, real quick, inbound versus outbound. Already talked about this a little bit, but I just want to hammer this a little bit in that inbound marketing through Google local search will outperform outbound marketing, right? Like outbound marketing is you with a microphone blasting in people's ears. It's interrupting people and trying to get them to pay attention to you, which all businesses still should do to a degree. But the inbound permission-based advertising is superior, right? And you can see under outbound in that push style advertising includes things like social media advertising, any type of like paid traffic, right? Inbound is poll driven, right? You're talking about earned social media, search engine optimization, like we're talking about here, marketing to your list, right? Bidding on certain keywords, right? So inbound intent-based marketing such as Google, local search reaches people who are actively searching out for products and services. These leads are more likely to convert into paying customers. Outbound interruption style marketing such as social media ads may reach a larger audience, but the leads generally may not be as high quality, right? So it's a great way to get awareness, but it's not always the best way to generate leads. And that's important to understand that in a marketing funnel, traffic and lead generation are two different things. And a lot of businesses that do this, and a lot of business owners don't know this, but where you get your traffic from determines the quality of the lead, right? And how the marketing funnel is built will determine how many leads you actually get. And we encounter that all the time when people come from other businesses that do this stuff to work with us, and that like they'll think they have a pretty good website with this other company, and then we'll put our stuff up and they'll get like 2 or 3 times as many leads, and they'll be like, what just happened? How is it that much better? And it's like, it's understanding the difference in how people are converted on the page and how they do that, and also the traffic sources and how they funnel into that, right? So inbound marketing builds trust and credibility with potential customers by providing valuable information and establishing as an expert in the field. This leads to higher lead quality, and inbound marketing can create long-term relationships with customers, leading to more sustainable results, right? So I want to show you guys some case studies real quick, some proof that this works, right? So these are just a handful of gyms that we work with out of the 400. I can literally, just so you guys don't think this is a highlight reel, if anybody wants to challenge me on this, I'm happy to pull out 100 more gyms that we work with very similar results. I just happen to pick a few gym owners that I knew were okay with shouting them out. And these are a few of those. So this is Barry Boswell, CrossFit Diehard in Daytona Beach, Florida. His gym ranks 3rd right now in his market for the search term gyms, which is very broad. And then he ranks number 1 for almost every other fitness related keyword search term in his market. And you can see right here, he gets this is the last 30 days, by the way, 62,294 total interactions. Talk about brand awareness. He's getting 62,000 hits a month seeing his brand. 39,000 of those are maps views in the map pack. 22,000 of these are search views. 9,900 of those are direct searches for him. And 10,000 of them are indirect searches for similar services that he's showing up for. And as a result, he's getting 191 website visits or actions on his website. These are people actually landing on and taking action on his website in 30 days. As a result, in the last 6 months, he's gotten 307 leads, 56 new members, and this is at the back half of the year. And also, while that happened, a hurricane came in and flooded his city in about a foot of water. That affected his conversion rate quite a bit. But this happened while they were hit with a catastrophe, right? His numbers are actually usually better. Usually at 30%. He usually in a 6-month period will sign more like 70 or 80 members, right? So that's just an example. Zach Thu here in Purcellville, Virginia, with his gym Talked CrossFit, in the last 30 days, 36,901 interactions, 24,000 map views, talking about brand awareness again, 5,792 direct searches, 4,800 indirect searches, website actions, 204, conversion rate of 41% of his leads, 122 new members in the last 6 months. That's 20 members per month he's been signing up. This is organic, by the way. He's not paying for any ads. He runs our system. It all works and it does the job, right? Kimberly Russell and Coronado CrossFit. And by the way, these are all very established gym owners. These are all, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old gym owners that are very established. Kim Russell's gym here, last 6 months, 244 opportunities, 42 new members, 17% conversion ratio. Mike Wilson's gym here, OIL Fitness, 39,000 total interactions, 20,000 map views, 13,000 indirect searches, 197 website visits, 74 new members, 26% conversion rate, right? And this is the pipeline value that these gyms have in their sales pipeline that they're converting on. And this is, just 1 month's revenue value is what it is for these members, right? So this is, if you close all these people, there's recurring revenue on the backside of all this, right? So how to implement inbound marketing. So I'm going to give you guys this checklist. This is my top ranked Google business profile checklist. This is it right here. It covers on-page SEO. It covers off-page SEO, and it covers Google Map Pack optimization, right? So it has a checklist to make sure all these things are done right for your business, so you can go and do it yourself, right? So it has on-page, which is everything you do on your website, right? To make sure it's done properly so you rank well, right? And then number 2, off-page SEO. This is things like that happen off of your website to boost your ranking, like getting high-quality backlinks from other credible sources, getting listed in local directories and business listings, encouraging customers to leave reviews on your Google business listing, sharing content on social media platforms. And then Google Map Pack optimization, right? All the things to do to your Google Map Pack listing to get top ranking. And there is a lot of steps there, right? So showing you how to make sure everything is done to get top ranking based on what we've seen work with the 400 gyms we worked with in the last 4 years and currently. Okay. So that's included. You'll be able to download that somewhere around down below during or after this video. Okay, depending on where you're watching it. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, find the description link below to find the link to this. If you're watching it on one of our pages, then you should have a button or some sort of call to action below this to tell you where to get this checklist. Okay. In conclusion, how inbound marketing through Google local search, we've seen how, in conclusion, we've seen how local marketing through Google local search is more effective than outbound marketing, such as interrupted advertising in generating leads and converting leads into customers. I could tell you with a high degree of certainty that most small local gyms, I talk about like a CrossFit gym, for example, a gym that would do really, really well with 150 or 200 members. If this is done well, they usually don't need to do anything else. Most of our gyms grow at a rate of 8 to 9 to 10 members per month. They'll bring in 10 members, they'll keep 8, and they'll stack those members for the next year, and they'll have 96 new members, right? Most of our gyms grow just fine with this source of advertising without much else, right? Are there other forms of advertising we help them with? Of course. But this is probably the most foundational form, right? It is more cost effective and has a higher rate of lead conversion. It also drives more website traffic and provides more chances to create long-term relationships with customers. And now that you understand the importance of inbound marketing and the benefits it can bring to your business, you might be wondering how you can have it implemented for your own business. And that's where we come in here at Big Little Gyms. That's my life's work. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing digital marketing and advertising of all types since I started my first business in 2006. And so I was doing digital advertising for my first business, which was a landscaping company. And I remember going to a home show, and all the other landscapers there laughed at me and said, "Oh, good luck with that internet thing." I was like one of the first guys doing it, right? And so I've been able to apply that to all my businesses since. In that time, a lot of other people asked if I could help them. So eventually I moved into this world of helping other business owners get these tools so they can focus on running their businesses versus trying to do what I like to do, which is be an internet digital marketing nerd. So my goal is to get this stuff for you. Here at Big Little Gyms, that's what we do. We help gym owners have a solid, predictable system and support and grow a business that is successful and impactful. Okay, that's our goal. And our team of experts specializes in inbound marketing systems that can help you optimize your local search presence, improve your website's SEO, and get more traffic into your gym's lead generation funnel to attract more potential members. That's our goal, growth, bottom line, right? We can also help you with reputation management, paid ads, lead generation, and website design, all built into our system. And we understand that each business is unique. We don't do cookie cutter stuff. We know that each business is unique, and we will work with you to create a customized strategy that aligns with your specific business's needs and goals, and something that you're proud of that aligns with your branding and mission, right? When we will do it all for the equivalent of a couple new members, right? Which our system itself will generate for you, right? So it's a system that gets its own ROI month over month over month. And we back that up 100% with a money back guarantee. And we don't hold your feet to the fire with any types of contracts, right? Like we have like an industry smashing, almost abysmal churn rate. Like almost nobody who works with us decides to go a different direction because our system works. It generates its own revenue to pay for itself and then put profits in the pockets of our customers. That is our goal, is a true win-win relationship. And if it doesn't do that, we just give you your money back. We're not in the business of taking money from people. Our business will do a couple $1 million this year, probably even more in this next year. And we don't need to take money from one small business owner to put food on our plate. We rather make sure we have a good long-term relationship and that you're successful with us. And if it's not, then, hey, we're not perfect. We'll just give you your money back and you guys can go a different direction. That rarely happens, but I just want to make sure you have peace of mind and knowing what you're doing. What Big Little Gyms is just imagine a support system that focuses exclusively on brick and mortar group gyms that uses lead generation, follow-up, and sales systems that work to sell full price memberships to high quality prospects for premium recurring monthly fees instead of trying to bait people in with discounts and one-time front-end offers, right? None of that, magical unicorn fairy dust marketing. We do stuff that works using simple organic search, building word of mouth, and becoming the best known gym in your area without running shady get fit quick offers where everybody is aligned toward the same goal. Everybody here at Big Little Gyms, we have almost 500 gym owners in the program now. We are all aligned in our community around these three things of being profitable, getting our clients results, and being happy with what we're doing for a living, right? And this is run by me and my wife, Erin, and my awesome team that you'll get to meet, right? And we're focused on implementation and collaboration, not long, boring content. I was a gym owner, and for years before I did this, almost every guru in the space wanted me to take their course on how to operate a gym. And there's some notable ones I took where they spent the entire time trying to get me to watch hundreds of hours of content on how to document how to clean my toilet and, and where I should put my kettlebells in my gym. And it was like, I realized pretty quickly that these guys were getting me to do things that felt like progress at the expense of actually making progress. Our goal is to get our hands in the dirt, make progress, and grow your business. Because long before you worry about documenting how to clean your toilet, you need to have members in the door so you can eventually should give that documentation to someone else to go and clean that toilet, right? You already know how to clean the toilet, right? It's make enough money to pay and build a good team, right? This is going to feel like hanging out with friends, but with real business results, right? So there's like a camaraderie here, in that we're a tribe, right? And our pillars are: number one, model offer mindset; pillar two, setting up your lead generation engine; pillar number three is launching it. You're onboarding into it, making sure you know how to use it and run it in the day to day, and make sure you know how traffic's going to come into it. Pillar four is the funnel, the follow-up, and the sales, converting leads into bookings and sold members. That is the goal, and how, at the rate at which we should be doing that, and knowing those numbers and what to do to improve them. Number five is pulling those upsell levers, right? One way we're gonna grow your business is by getting more members, of course. The only other way businesses grow outside of that is to sell those members more things, right? There's no magical third or fourth way. It's either get more members or sell them more things, right? So we're going to talk about how we can sell them more things that they want and build an upsell and ascension channels that increase the average client value of every member, right? Number six is fine-tuning operations and fulfillment. So once we have all this dialed in, then it's the SOPs. Then it's the operational systems. Then it's building an operational flow chart. Then it's fulfillment strategies and how we can be better at providing services to our clients, right? And then in our community, you're going to collaborate with the 400 plus current gym owners that we have in our program. You're going to get 2 weekly calls. One is with me and my wife, Erin, that is focused on the higher level business strategy, weekly, quarterly, and monthly planning. And then you're also going to get access to a tech call with our tech lead, where if there's anything that we can help you in our support channel, that you can jump on a live call with him and he'll help you build out the stuff you need for anything you need. If you want to build out a funnel for a nutrition coaching challenge, we can help you build that out within our system, live right there on the call, help you launch it and get it going, right? And then timeline, the first 6 weeks is going to be getting everything set up. And then it goes into a month thereafter. We have no contracts and we back everything up. We do 100%. And the next steps, if you want to get started with this, go to biglittlegyms.com, book your discovery call, and get started on that call. We'll get to know you. I'm a big relationships person, so you'll either meet with myself or one of my sales guys. I have a very small team, and everybody I work with are people I trust. These aren't, hired guns. These are guys that have run gyms. Most of our salesmen are guys that have run gyms. And so we're going to get to know you, your current situation, your desired situation, some of the things that you've done and what's holding you back. We're going to demo all of our stuff, show you how to get started and what it costs and all that good stuff. And if you need some proof before you take action, right here, you can go to testimonials.to/big-little-gyms, big-little-gyms/all. And if you go here, you will see video testimonial after video testimonial, real gym owners inside their gyms. So you can see that these aren't paid testimonials. These are real gym owners who are successfully running our stuff and getting results, just so you have peace of mind. Because at the end of the day, we're not here to sell you anything you don't need. We don't want to waste time on calls with people who don't need what we are selling. We want to get on the calls with people who are ready to get to work and grow their businesses and take things to the next level together as a tribe. That's what we're here for. We want to see you succeed, because I myself was a gym owner, and the reason why I did it was because I wanted to change as many lives as possible. And getting to do this with you allows me to do that at a high scale, and it aligns with my personal mission of what I want to be doing with my life. So I'm really excited to work with you. Click the link below, go to biglittlegyms.com, fill out the form, put your name, phone number, email in. On the next page, it will let you pick a time. It'll ask you a few questions about your gym, including your current situation and your goals. And then we will meet on that call to get to know each other and get you started.